Will the government fully fund the Office of the Auditor General?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The answer is we have done that in 2018 and 2019, and the Prime Minister, now say more.
Mr. Kelly.
Speaker, the Minister, I hope, would not want to mislead the House. The office is certainly not fully funded, as per the testimony we heard yesterday at the Finance Committee. This government has expanded the Auditor General's responsibilities without adequate resources. When will they fully fund the Auditor General?
The Honourable Minister.
So going on with my answer, and as the Prime Minister said just a moment ago, that has led to the hiring of 38 new staff members. So that's great to hear, because they're doing even better than they used to do before we came into power.
Mr. Kelly.
No previous Auditor General in Canadian history has ever had to tell a parliamentary committee that they had insufficient funds to do their job. That is what, in fact, this Auditor General has done. When will the government fully fund the Office of the Auditor General?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, I'm glad to be again given the ability to say that how important the work of the Auditor General is. We believe very much in that role. That's why we have increased the funding that was necessary for it to be doing its important job, and we'll keep working hard with the Auditor General.
Michael Ferguson sadly passed away in 2018, yet the government has refused to name a permanent replacement. Why?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this is another wonderful opportunity to remind all members of this House of the importance of these institutions. And when we face these tragic deaths, we, of course, are very sad of the passing of the people, and we work.
Yesterday, the Parliamentary Budget Officer said Canada's debt could reach $1 trillion this year. What will it cost to service $1 trillion debt?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we remain committed to doing, as we've said, whatever it takes to support Canadians through this challenging time. We think this is extremely important, and we'll continue to focus on Canadians' well-being.
Mr. Kelly.
What is the estimated annual debt servicing cost of the aid measures announced so far?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, there will be opportunity for us to give a full outline of the costs and benefits of our measures, and we will do that when we have the ability to have.
Mr. Kelly.
How secure is Canada's AAA credit rating?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Canada came into this crisis with a very strong fiscal position, and of course we will experience challenges as we move forward, but we believe that we should experience those challenges as we support Canadians.
Mr. Kelly.
The effect of a downgrade be on Canada's debt servicing costs?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we will continue to focus on how we can support Canadians, support Canadian businesses as we get through this challenge.
Mr. Kelly.
How many private sector loans have funded for small and medium-sized businesses under the Business Credit Availability Program?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as the information on the Business Credit Availability Program comes available, we are being fully transparent with the Finance Committee and with this House.
Mr. Kelly.
Does the Minister know how many loans have funded under that program?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not in the habit of memorizing every single number available to us, but what I can confirm is that we will be transparent with this House on the numbers as they become available.
Mr. Kelly.
Does the Minister know the dollar amount or the approximate dollar amount so far lent and guaranteed by the business or by the Export Development Corp?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, one number that would probably be helpful for people to understand is we've had now over 550,000 approved loans under the CEBA program, representing over $20 billion worth of money that's actually...
Mr. Kelly.
Will the government fix the CEBA program to include businesses that pay owner-operators through dividends?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I think the language "fix" is incorrect when more than 500,000 businesses have received this loan, but of course we're always endeavouring to make sure it works for as many businesses as possible.
Mr. Kelly.
Fix CEBA to cover small businesses that hire day labourers or subcontractors.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, again, we've demonstrated flexibility and nimbleness when it comes to this program. We changed the eligibility criteria to make sure more businesses can apply and be eligible for this program, and we'll endeavour to make sure that more Canadians have access to this program, particularly those small businesses in rural and remote communities.
Mr. Kelly.
Fix CEBA to cover business owners that use personal instead of business checking accounts to operate their business.
The Honourable Minister.
Speaker, I want to highlight the fact that this has been a very positive program and well received by many small businesses. over 590,000 small business loans have been issued, and that's a testament to the design of the program, and we're going to make sure we continue to engage with small businesses.
Okay, we'll now go on. The next question goes to Mr.